Right, so here is the M20 Mini 2-inch 4K Ultra HD 12 megapixel Wi-Fi Sport DV camera. Certainly a camera with a very long name. Okay, so let's get the case open and get this camera out, get it charged and see how it works. Slide the catch, which is on the side of this camera as opposed to on the top like most rectangular action cameras. Pop the camera out. And here we have it. Right then, I'll put it on charge, slip in a micro SD card, if I can find where the slot is. I think it's hiding under there. And then we'll see how this camera works. It's easy to see if it's charging because you've got the screen on the back showing a battery being charged. See you in a minute. And while this is charging, let's take a look at what else is in the box. Well, first off, as you saw, camera in its waterproof case. I guess they call it a mini because it's not the normal shape for an action camera, i.e. rectangular. It's a little square. So waterproof case, looks nicely made. Don't forget you get protective films on these things and on the lens, so take those off. I've had people complain that the case blurred the image. Well, there's a film on this as well, so don't forget to take them off. The other thing you'll notice about this case is the clip to open and close it is on the side, as you saw when I opened it. Looks okay to me, looks quite secure, and as I discovered, you don't need to actually pull that safety catch down very far to open it. Right, what else have we got? We've got a selection of brackets to go with the mounting brackets. There are two in there, one of which has a curve, spare adhesive pads, and a wire strop to hold the camera. Get to slide in. 3 standoffs, one longer one with a 90-degree twist, one medium, one short, another mounting bracket, USB charging cable, skeleton case with a 1/4-inch tripod mount screw either end so that you can just mount the camera on a tripod, or as it's got one of these things that they call a backpack clip, you can slip the camera in and clip it on your jacket harness when you're carrying out an action sport, and just have the open camera in the case. Now when I'm paragliding, I wear a full face helmet and I just clip this on the chin guard, and it's a good place to be able to operate it while you're flying, and presumably it's got flashing lights and stuff so you can see whether it's working. What else have we got? Mains charger, you'll need an adapter for that if you're in the UK. Some straps, handlebar mount, cable ties, the manual, which is in yes, Chinese at the front. It is in English. The last camera I had, I got a Chinese manual with it. And also, you've got warm tips. Thank you for choosing our action cam. It has 4K HD video image. To ensure video quality, please use QuickTime Player to play video, or choose the TV which has 4K quality player. And we've got lens cleaning cloth. You've probably noticed too that it's got this bracket on the top of the case to which was attached the camera. And I'm guessing you could pull this off and use it as a kind of tripod mount, or just use it as a mount, a flat base to mount the camera on. But it's well and truly stuck on here. But at some point I'll try and peel it off. Right, so be back in a minute once it's charged. Right, well now let's look at the operation of this camera. Only got 3 buttons. You've got a power stroke mode button. You've got the shutter button. And you've got a button here which has got a Wi-Fi symbol on it, which you could call the Wi-Fi button. On this end you've got HDMI out, you've got micro USB for charging and retrieving files, and you've got the micro SD slot up to 32 gig. I use class 10. There is a little rubber cover that does fit there, but it's fallen out so many times I've not bothered with it, but I guess it was to keep the dust out. On the back you've got a 2-inch screen. On this end you've got the battery compartment, and that's about the size of it. Very simple camera. Right, well, to turn on, press and hold 3 seconds and you're in video mode. So to take video, press the shutter button. And as you can see, red light flashing, it's recording. And also you've got red light flashing on the front, which shows you it's recording. Handy to have a light on the front. Press again, short press, and it stopped. Okay, now to change to stills mode, short press of the on off stroke mode button, and you can see we've got the icons changed to still camera. Other information we've got here is the still setting mode, which is 8 megapixels, number of still capacity on my 32 gig card, film speed ISO is on auto, exposure value, and so on, and battery state, which is full at the moment. Give this mode stroke power button another short press. We're in playback mode. Give it another short press and you are in the settings menu. Now to scroll through the settings menu, use this button on the front. Too many settings to go into in detail, but scroll through, they're pretty obvious. Loop recording for car, resolution for video, time-lapse record, HDR, record audio, slow motion, date stamp on or off, motion detect, gyro on or off, image size for stills, and so on and so on. Anything I should mention there? Not particularly. No. Car mode, fisheye adjust, I've not tried it. Field of view, actually you can change between wide, normal in other words, medium and narrow. Aqua mode, I guess it's something to do if you use it underwater. That makes sense. Plate number I think is something to do with using it as a car camera, loop camera. And that's that. So to come out of that, it's a short press of the mode button. I'm back in video mode, and as you can see I'm in 1080, 60 frames a second. So let's say I want to change to 4K. Press the mode button again. Fourth press will bring me into that. Now if I press the shutter button, it lets me into the various settings for video resolution. Press the Wi-Fi button on the front and I can scroll through from QVA, 4K 24, 2K 30, 1080 60, 1080 30 and so on. So let's say I want 4K. Select 4K with the button on the front, short press of that, short press of the mode stroke power button, and now I'm in UHD, ultra high definition, P24, 24 frames a second. So that's pretty straightforward, I think. There is a Wi-Fi app. First time I tried it, it worked fine. The Q code is on here. Installed OK, password is 12345678. Download to your phone and so on. It won't let you change settings like some of the apps do, but looks like quite a useful app. Worked the first time, as I say, when I put it on my phone, but my rubbish Motorola phone has problems with remote camera apps, and when I tried to make a demo video it wouldn't work. And I do this test shot because there's lots of detail to see in the brickwork around here, which is a good test of the lens. These clips are all recorded at 1080, 60 frames a second. 1080, 60 frames a second. And here we are, same thing again, but at 2K, 30 frames a second. Now here's the same thing, but at 4K, 24 frames a second. Okay then, so the M20 4K Mini HD action camera. What do I think? I like it a lot. Very good lens, nice colours, the same Sony Exmor sensor that's used in the GoPro Hero 3, so I would have expected it to be good. It's got a good range of accessories, good battery life at 90 minutes, and it's easy to operate. Quite a simple menu system. And 2-inch screen at the back. Not quite sure why they call it a mini, because it's actually not really any smaller than most other action cameras. It's a bit narrower, but it's a bit taller and similar width. That's an SJ cam, actually slightly bigger than the Git 2. And quite similar quality, although the gyro in the Git 2 I think is better set up, but they may improve that with a firmware update. I've not found a source yet for batteries for this, and it's not the same battery that's used in the SJ Cam or most of these other Action Cam clones, but no doubt batteries are available. As I mentioned, the gyro doesn't seem to be as well set up as the Git or the Firefly, and I had problems with the app. Connected first time I tried it, but when I tried to make a video demonstration, 2 or 3 attempts I couldn't get it to connect, but that may be my rubbish Motorola phone. But all in all, I'd say good little camera. So there you go. Thanks for watching.